G'day, it's Adrian Cois here. I'm in Geraldton on my RCS placement. I just wanted to give you a bit of a rundown on how the Wheatbelt placement has affected my studies and potential career aspirations. Um, don't want to reflect on one particular conversation, but just the general feeling that I got while I was on my Wheatbelt placement. Everyone that I was in contact with, in particular my host family, were really open to discussing, intimate details of their lives and especially about their health and the different difficulties that they face and things like that. So that was one thing that I was really happy to hear. And they've all done things a little bit differently to people in urban areas. Namely, it's generally a lot harder for everyone in bush areas. And they're happy to tell you about how they've lived their lives. And I guess that's what got me interested in RCS to start off with. In that I thought that the people who were going to be in rural areas, they've got something that's a little bit different to offer in terms of their health and what things are of concern for them. And now that I'm at RCS, I'm seeing a lot of that stuff, a lot of really common things like cardiovascular disease and diabetes, and issues with mental health, smoking, alcohol use, those sorts of things that you get taught about. But I'm actually getting the opportunity to see them now, which is good and bad. Obviously, it's good for our knowledge, but also it's obviously not the best thing for the people. But you will get to see a lot of that, and the other thing as well is their openness. The people in these rural areas, they're really open. Every time I go to someone, a patient, and say, "Hey, do you mind if I listen to your chest?" They're like, "Yeah, mate, no worries. Get in there, have a listen. Use me as a guinea pig." So from that point of view, been a really awesome experience. And then the other thing too is just from a professional point of view, which I think I'm really looking forward to moving forward with my career, is in terms of opportunity. I'm working every day with consultants, and they're the ones that are actually teaching us on a day-to-day basis. So we have little tutorials in the hallways in between ward rounds and things like that. So we're getting a really good experience from that point of view. Which I don't know what my city counterparts are getting, but what I'm getting up here is absolutely fantastic in terms of teaching, and being involved with the people is something that is really a lot of fun for me, and has been probably the most rewarding experience. But anyway, enjoy your time out there, and don't be afraid to get your hands dirty, and don't complain about anything, because anything you can complain about is nowhere near as tough as what they've had to deal with since their time living out in the bush. Enjoy it.